Hi, so this is my turbo Tiburon. The car's pretty much stock apart from the turbo. I got the turbo from I think it was a Saab 9.3 from a scrapyard. It's got stock internals. It used to be automatic, but I converted it to manual. The only other difference is there's an injector spacer between the intake manifold, and that just gives me an extra 4 injectors to control. So it's currently running a homemade fuel controller, and that basically reads the stock injectors, sees what they're doing, and then adds fuel, depending on what the tune is. So it's currently running about 0.7 bar, about 10 psi. The issue is it pulls timing. So the weather's pretty hot at the minute. So I've had to go at like 2 a.m. It's about 15 degrees at the minute. But normally it starts to pull timing once it hits about 4,000 RPM. I've got a front-mounted intercooler. I've insulated the intake pipes, so hopefully the engine temperature doesn't get it too hot. The intake comes from underneath the car, like inside the wing. So, I'm trying to give it the best chance I can. Another problem is the clutch is stock, so I'm not quite sure if I get any slipping or not yet. But when I finally get the timing sorted out, I'm pretty sure I'll have maxed the clutch out. I'm just driving somewhere where I can try the 0 to 60 out. Another issue with this fuel controller is that on the stock ECU, the AFR is about 12.5 to 1, and that's kind of what I want to run it at. So the extra injectors, they have like a minimum open time. So when I'm running it at 12.5 to 1, they're not really opening, and there's kind of like a dead space between the other injectors kicking in. So it kind of shudders a little bit, and I set that at 0.8 bar. That's it. That's the point there. I'll just do it again. So you'll feel it jerk a little bit, which is really not great. When I've done, I'm gonna make my own standalone. So instead of running one injector at, say, I think it's like 80% and the other at 10%, I can both set them at 50. It just keeps things balanced a little better. And obviously I can control the ignition side. I mean, I am gonna make a multi-spark ignition controller as well, because this does miss. That might just because it's over fueling. There's nothing I can really do about that. The tune's pretty much of an estimate. The clutch really wasn't happy then. Really not happy. It's kind of quite a lot of slip in there. So I'm just gonna turn around. I've opened the window so you can hear the dump valve, because that vents to atmosphere. The the MAF sensor is a blow through, and the fuel controller works on a mass air pressure. So give it another try. Wasn't too bad. It pulled quite a lot of time in there. Pulls at about 4,000. It's because the stock temperature sensor is made for like the lowest grade of fuel, which is I think 85, and I'm running 94. That's US. Give it another run. Hopefully, freewheeling now, we'll get the intercooler cold, and let's see what we can do again. Hopefully I won't get much of a slipping clutch. Actually missing pretty bad. Just one more run. I'll do this just from a rolling start. So you can see it didn't run too bad. But it doesn't run great. I mean, there's a huge amount of hesitation there. That's just the overlap between the injectors. Yeah, I mean, I kind of hope you find this interesting. In the next video, I'm gonna, show inside the engine bay. It's nothing amazing. I mean, this conversion's I've probably got $1,000 in it now. There's like $400. I got an AEM mass air pressure gauge and sensor. a fuel pump that's, I think it's rated for like 600 horsepower. I'm not going to go that crazy because there's stock internals and there's not a great deal of point putting money into this car. The turbo was like $50, the intake spacer $100. I mean, the fuel control is like probably $30 with the components. The most money is in the sensors, and that's because I bought them. Next time I'm going to make controllers. So like the wideband sensor and controllers, I think it was about $200. I mean, I should be able to do that for half. The mass air pressure, again, that was like 300, I think. I could do that for probably a third. So yeah, I mean, the cost goes down. Probably can do the conversion for like $500, and that's almost doubling the engine output. I mean, I'm hoping to do this to more cars in the future, just for a bit of fun. Really not sure how long this clutch is going to last. Even though the flywheel is kind of not stock. This is a 98 Tiburon, and the flywheel and clutch came from a 2003 along with the gearbox, and the spindle nose on the crankshaft is different. On the one I took it from, it was 36mm, I think, and I had to machine it out to 41. You know, it's not kind of ideal. And I mean, this car, I'm not sure if they ever sold a manual of this year in Canada. I've never found one in the scrapyard. I mean, I had to take it from a 2003. So the mounts are not quite right. I mean, the engine mounts are actually filled with resin just to try and harden them, but I think I'm gonna just put solid mounts in. I mean, the windshield's already cracked, so I'm not too worried about cracking it again. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you in part 3.